Hey, what's up guys? So we have another dish today. It's a Cambodian dish called Prahok. I came across this dish by listening to some podcasts, and I heard people talk about this dish, and I was like, if it's a Cambodian dish, I should know what it is. I was very familiar with some of the ingredients inside of this dish. You're gonna make this dip of coconut, ground pork, the krung, the aromatic paste in Cambodian cuisine. You're gonna make this thick, creamy dip that is gonna be eaten with vegetables like carrots, cucumbers, lettuce, eggplant, whatever you want really. So in making this dish, we're basically gonna put everything into a saute pan and reduce it down. Now I did change out some ingredients for the traditional Prahok because first off, I took out the Prahok, which is, whoa, don't do that. So Prahok is basically fermented, salted mudfish. It's kind of like fish sauce, but instead of just being the sauce part of it, it's all the chunky bits all mushed up together, so it's a lot thicker. So tradition that is added, it's very salty, very funky, very fermented flavor, very strong smelling. So I took that out and substituted it for shrimp paste and bean oil. So we're gonna get that same like little bit of fishiness, but cut down on the smell and cut down on the saltiness as well. Another thing that I took out kind of just because it's kind of hard to find is the pea eggplants or the turkey berry or the devil's fig. These are little pea green eggplants that are very sour in tasting, and traditionally they're like charcoal, they're grilled before being braised in the coconut milk for a while. Now I didn't find these, so I just omitted them completely, and I just stewed everything down together to make this thick, creamy dip, which I think is delicious. So let's try this recipe out, and let me know what you guys think.
This recipe is pretty straightforward. Into a saute pan, I'm using a cast iron here, which is going to be quite alright. Add a little bit of oil, then we're going to brown our ground pork. We have about a pound of pork, and we're just going to break it up while we cook it so that they're small pieces. Once we've cooked the pork, we're going to add palm sugar into the middle, draining out most of the excess liquid, and then we're going to add our krung. Toast the krung until the krung is aromatic and well seasoned and evenly coated to all of the ground pork. Let that reduce temporarily and then add the remaining ingredients. We're going to add the tamarind concentrate, or if you're using whole tamarind, you can use tamarind and distill it with some water and use the liquid. Here's the shrimp paste that we're using in place of the prahok. And then we're going to add 1 whole can of coconut milk, or you can use coconut cream if you like for a thicker, creamier sauce. Allow this to reduce for about 10-15 minutes until it's nice and thick. I'm going to season with fish sauce and a little pinch of salt, just to bring out all the aromatics and the other flavors in this dish. Now prepare another aroma compound, which is going to be the makrut lime leaves. We're just going to cut it into a nice thin julienne. As well, we're going to do some Thai chilies. If you like it spicy, you can add more Thai chilies if you like. I'm just going to add 1 and add it more later if I want to. Give it a nice little stir, and there you have it. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward, and you have this delicious, creamy Prahok tea. Great for dipping vegetables. I think it would be great with bread. I was just eating with a bowl of rice, and I was super happy with that. You can eat at room temperature, you can eat it hot. Drizzle with a little bit of coconut milk as a garnish, and another sprinkle of the kaffir lime leaves and more Thai chilies if you'd like at this point. And there you go, my take on Prahok tea. A little less salty, a little less stinky, but still very delicious. Here I'm just going to eat with some romaine lettuce leaves. You can eat with cucumbers, carrots, eggplant. And there we go. Thanks for cooking with us. Remember, stay happy, stay hungry, feed your soul and feed your mind. Tag us when you make this dish at LoveFoodMore.